Hi everybody, happy quarantine. I hope you're all safe and well and just doing like myself and taking it day by day. Previous to quarantine, I had started obviously doing videos for y'all, and I want to continue with that. And since we have all got a little bit more time in our hands, there's no time like the present. So I put up a poll the other day, a couple of different ones about what type of look that you wanted to see. It was really quite easy to take from there. You guys all wanted a softer look, more nudes, I guess more wearable, and all about the glow, which you know that I am all about that glowy life. There was quite a lot of votes though on both, so what I will do is I will do another one, but I'm going to do a full glam look with more colours and more of a matte look, so it means I can get both for you up. I'm thinking something quite spring-like as well. I've got an idea in my head that I hope I can pull off, so stay tuned for that one. I'm going to just point out first and foremost, in case anybody's noticed, I did my brows last night. I did a wax and tint on them, and I left the tint on for a little bit longer. Now, I actually did that the last time I did my own, and I really like the fact that the tint caught all the top of my brow. My brow hair here tends to be really fair and gets hidden, so I leave the tint on a little bit longer. Now, I personally don't actually like my brows when they're freshly done. I prefer them about a week after, so this is only a day, so they're not quite at, you know, peak, but yeah, I'll pretty much not do anything to them. I'll literally put a little bit of the soap brows through it, and that is about it. Just because they are already quite full with the tint, as I said. So yeah, I just want to address that in case you're like, whoa, Laura, your brows are a little bit different. That is why. Okay, so I'm going to start off, as I said, I'm going to use soap brows. So this is a really good technique for anybody who wants a fuller looking brow or has quite full eyebrows already and doesn't want any heavy product in it. I'm going to take MAC Fix Plus and just give it a little spray. And then this is my own spoolie that I use. You can use at the back of a lot of the hard angle brushes have them as well. So just give that a wee rub around. Okay, so that is soap brows. Alright, so again, don't need a lot. I'm really not thinking I need a lot. I'll probably come back to them once I've done, finish my makeup, just if I need to fill in any gaps, but they look okay. I've sat it out and then I still don't know where anything is. So I'm going to start off with my paint pots. So as before, I don't really like to use concealer. I just feel like it creases anyway, which with your eyeshadow isn't what you want to be doing. As always, just scrape a little bit out in the back of my hand. And I'm using Lay and Low. Now, I have got a little bit of tan. I've done a little bit of tan on my neck because I just prefer makeup with a bit of a tan. I think it looks better. I think with the paint pose, it's just a little bit more seamless, which with makeup you really want it to be seamless. So again, you don't need loads and loads of that, just a little bit, because again, if you use too much, it can cause creasing, so just a tiny little bit. Like, I had my label maker out today. This is so much better. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I've had my label maker for about a year, but I guess it's a good issue. I've been really busy with work, obviously painting all of your faces, that I've actually not had the time to do it, so that's what I did today. I actually just sat and I labelled all my kit, and it's just so much easier for doing like weddings and shoots and things because everything's out and I can see it all. And if I've not got my glasses on, I'm not like squinting to try and see it, so it does make a difference. So I'm actually going to use this, the Mineralized Skin Finish, on as my transition colour. So let's just start here.
I'm just talking about that piece. So it's all about, I mean, the hygiene at the moment. I know most people watching this will just do their own makeup anyway, and they won't be doing like clients and things. However, it's a good habit to have anyway.
You'll notice when I'm like kind of brushing off product, I'm tapping it on the side. I'm not blowing on my brush. When you blow on your brush, you're essentially spitting on it, so you will be kind of passing on any germs and stuff to it. So it's really vital that you try and break that habit if you can. when I'm covering like a bigger space like I am just now, I don't need it to be too precise, so I can hold it back, whereas if I've got like a kind of darker colour, I would always go for a smaller brush and probably hold it a little bit closer up. Then I'm going to go in with my Natasha Denona palette, and I'm going to go for, what's this, Safari. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a slightly flatter brush. I'm going to be using that just in that crease area. I'm really actually concentrating. Plus everything's a bit strange just now. I don't know if you guys all feel the same. Craig and I took the kids and Nala out just for our daily exercise routine. I always take them out for a walk, and it's just so eerie. It's the world is a very strange place just now. Again, just so that it blends together and I get a nice seamless finish. I always think the makeup looks absolutely terrible until like you stick a pair of eyelashes on or you stick your foundation on and then it just comes together. So I don't like clients looking, because it just looks mad. I'm going to take the darkest shade in this palette, and it is called Zand. I'm probably butchering all these, so I apologise. I'm going to take that in the outer corners just to build up that depth. And I'm using, you'll see, again, I'm using a smaller brush and I'm holding it that little bit higher just so that I have a bit more control as to where this is going. And it's almost like the outer V, see there? I think this is very close up. The key thing for me with makeup, it's so subjective, so everybody is different and everybody will say different things, but for me it's like little and often. So instead of going in gung-ho with like a black or whatever, which actually, I'll be honest, I very rarely use an actual black. It tends to be like a build up of different browns. Yeah, it's doing it in layers and getting it to the depth and the texture that you want it to be. Whereas if you go too heavy, it's so difficult to blend it out. That's why if you've ever done a smoky eye and you're like, why does this look like this? It's generally because you've went in with black and not been able to buff it out. Because black is murder for it. Because we're going for a glowy look, I actually just love shimmer on the eyes anyway. I just think they make such a difference. So what you could do is you could, in this part here that I'm actually going to use the shimmer, you could just do like a nice kind of light bone colour like this. So this is a blank type. Is that? I don't think that's MAC. I think that is what's it called, Makeup Geek, or Nylon by MAC. So you could use any of them. That's actually got a little bit of colour on it. You could use either of them and do like a nice matte look, or again you could go in with what I'm about to do, like a little bit of shimmer, just to give it a bit more glam. I'm going to use English Gilt just now by MAC. Beautiful pigment. So best way to apply pigment for me is a kind of flat synthetic brush. I like to, where did I put that? See, I told you I thought it was organised and apparently not. So I'll pop a little bit on my brush. To intensify it a little bit more, I like to take my Fix Plus again. If you don't have Fix Plus, definitely get it, because I use it all the time for loads and loads of different things. You can buy them in miniatures as well. They don't need to be the full size if you don't feel like you would get the use out of it. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, see, if you look straight ahead, you guys can see like the kind of crease of my eye. So I'm just going to start stamping this on. If I wanted to just give it a little bit extra, might as well, we're here now, I'm going to use Peaches and Cream Gatsby, which is a bit more of a like gold shimmer. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing, a little bit of that. And I'm just going to take this actually in the centre. See how that's a bit more intense. Okay, so again going back to our original brushes, so just the 3 brushes that I used at the start. Okay, so I'm kind of just swapping them around. I am a firm believer that you really need the right... An artist is not complete without their tools, so I think that you do need to get the right brushes. Again, whatever works for you we will all be different. I'm just buffing that at the sides there, guys, just so that it's a little bit more seamless and it doesn't look stop-starty. I guess this is a really good time to, if you were wanting to like get a little bit better at doing your own makeup and things. I know that nobody's going anywhere, but if you did want to get a little bit better at it, this is a great time to just practice, get your brushes out and have fun. I think makeup all of a sudden has become this pure super serious thing, and it was always meant to be fun. Like, I love makeup and I love seeing like amazing work, like whether it's to my taste or not. I always appreciate good artists. However, I still think it's become so serious. Like, when do you see people smiling in photos anymore? It's always like, even when I say to clients in the end and I'm wanting to take like a photo of them and I'm like, right, I'm going to take a photo now. So I am going to grab a little bit of, I've not put a pencil or liner. Seamless as always, usual from me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put nude pencil in my waterline just so that it opens my eye up a little bit. I'm not somebody who really likes my eye makeup to be super dark. And if you use a nude in the waterline, it makes your eyes, you'll see that, it makes them instantly look a lot bigger. So if you're somebody who has smaller eyes and you don't like them to look closed off, then that's a really good trick for you. That one there is, these aren't even expensive, these are Zoeva. And this is called, oh, this has got a weird name, doesn't it? It's the B77, it's Carnate eye pencil. It's a really good nude. And then all I'm going to do is take that small pencil again that had the darker shade and just buff that right on my, just underneath my lashes. Okay, here's a scary bit. I'm going to do some liner. I'm going to use the Beauty Pie liner in dark chocolate, so it's a really, really dark brown. It's a little bit softer than just having black. Black, I find, can sometimes be quite harsh. So I do like a dark brown, and this, it's pretty much black. And I'm just using a really small liner. I'm not somebody who likes the hard angle brushes, I prefer these. See how that instantly makes it so different, doesn't it? I've never done an Instagram TV before, so I have no idea if this is going to be good. I thought this is way easier than trying to do this on a story. Don't know if I'm confident yet to do it on a live. I've done like, what, one live, and I mean that took a little bit of encouragement as well. Okay, so that's that liner. So as I said, that's the dark brown, and I just think it's lovely. It's such a nice shade. Let's do lashes then. I actually cleaned this whole place and I'm about to paint as well and just touch up any of the areas that need it. So it is immaculate, but you know, we destructive Deborah here. These are the Siren from Primalash. These are my own ones that, you know, if you take care of your lashes, you can actually get a couple of uses out of them. I wonder if I'm going to do the lash face, like mascara face. You know how everybody's like, I'm going to do mascara. My lash glue on. You need to leave it to be tacky. You can't try and stick them on straight away, or it's going to go everywhere, and it will also go all over your eye makeup that you've just done, that you've worked so hard for. I've just started using a new mascara actually. I've started using the MAC, what is this, Extra Dimension. I I got it as a sample, right? And I'm not usually somebody who would use that. That sounds terrible. I'm not usually somebody who would use them, but I got it when I did a kit order, and I was really needing a mascara, and I just thought I'm just going to use it. Loved it, so I've went and bought the full size. So I'm going to go bottom lashes. Trying so hard not to do mascara face. It's strange because it's not like the stereotypical brush that I would use either on a mascara, because this is quite a thick, I really like it. Leave my top ones until I've put my mascara up, but until I've put my lashes on, sorry. Are you tacky enough? Yes. Okay, so trick to doing your own lashes is you need to look down into a mirror and place on top as opposed to straight ahead, because you'll never be able to get the angle with them. It is actually much easier to put them on someone else than it is yourself, I'm being totally honest. So here we go, watch me make an arse of this. Okay, and then what I like to do is just squeeze them onto my own lashes so they look a little bit more, I would say, natural. It just pulls the eye together, doesn't it? It makes such a difference. Okay, let's go in with the other one. I feel like that first one went quite successfully, but you know, there's always the second one. Then all I want to do is just looking, I'm thinking I'd really want to deepen the ends again. So again, I'm just going to grab that Natasha Denona palette with the darkest shade again and just those outer corners. Again, this is going to look mental because I've only got eyes on, so do not fear. Eyes done. I've already prepped the skin. I've done my like my lip balm and all that, my moisturiser, things like that. So I'm just going to go straight in with my illuminator. So I'm going to go with a little hidden gem, Anastasia Liquid Glow, and this is in Perla. You do only need the smallest amount of this because it's really quite intense, but I love it underneath makeup, especially if I'm going out and I'm looking for something a bit more glam. Imagine you went out with this, like, just with your eyes all done. Be mad, wouldn't it? So I've got that on. I'm then going to go in with my foundation. So this time I'm going to be using NARS Sheer Glow, and this is, look at this, look at my label making skills. I say label making skills. I said this earlier and Craig was like, you do realise that you didn't actually physically make the label, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to just add this. I'm going to grab a wee bit of DeVille, and I'm actually going to mix in a tiny little bit of Punjab just so that I've got a little bit more colour. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit excessive in quarantine to go and fake tan. But then is it? I mean, if it's going to bring me a little bit of joy right now, then I as well doing it. Just making sure that's coming down that neck as well. Making sure it all blends. So as before, I don't really take over the bridge of my nose. I will cover my nose, but in terms of foundation, I like to keep it actually on the skin and not on the under eyes because I'm going to be putting concealer there. If I put too many products, it will cake and it will crease. And I've said to you guys before that that is kind of my problem area. So this is a beautiful foundation. It's so lovely on like so many clients. Beautiful coverage, but still not, it just doesn't look heavy and cakey. It's gorgeous. Cool. I know, again, always a bit mad with the under eyes, but it's fine. Trust the process. Trust the process. Foundation is done. Don't feel like I need to add any more to that. I'm gonna go in next with, I'm gonna grab the NYX palette and just grab a little bit from my under eyes, the kind of peach tones. So if you were all listening the last time, you remember that I said about I like to do a little bit of corrector under the eye, just at the darkest part. And I have started at the eyes tonight. Like, I know that Usually, like on clients, I'll always start with the skin. If I'm doing like a slightly darker eye, then I will start there, but there is no right or wrong with makeup. You do you. Oh, got a wee bit of sleep in my eye, wee eye booger. Get rid of that. Do you ever get that when you're like, you've done all your makeup and things and then you get this like blob? So annoying. Yeah, and then I'm going to use my Born This Way Too Faced concealer in Porcelain. So again, I'll just show you all the kind of high points that I put it on. This is to kind of draw out. And I do it in that nice V so that I get that nice lifted look. I was not blessed with the good cheekbones. Cheers, Stevie and Anne. So I have to create them. And I waxed my lip last night, so I'll definitely get it on there. I'm going to start to buff that out. Now, I do have makeup under my eye already, so I just need to be a wee bit more mindful. What's quite good is with your concealer, you can clean up. So see like here, I just take that up there. That'll clean it up and make it a little bit sharper for me, without me even having to do anything. Just getting too into it. Right, I'm going to go back to my foundation brush and just buff that all together. And also always make sure that you get these little bits, because just under the nose sometimes they can get missed. And if you're somebody who suffers with kind of redness at the nose, you do want to make sure that you get that. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. This is actually really good if you're somebody who likes cream contour or you want something heavier again. It's a really good shade. It's like a kind of grey tone, so on someone like myself who's a bit paler, it's brilliant. This is just my own one, so I'm just going to put this straight on my face, okay, before anybody has a hygiene attack. Well, I've done it, it's like a kind of 0.3 bit under the jaw, and it's going to create a little bit more shadow and a bit more depth there as well. Okay, so let's do this and make sure that you do bring it down the neck. And that'll create more of a jawline, which is always helpful, you know, if you've ate all the quarantine snacks. And with your contour, you want to be lifting it up. So buffing upwards, not down, because it'll make your face droopy. And nobody wants a droopy face. So I feel like I'm doing like a bit of an in-between glam. As I said, like I know that there was soft glam and full glam, so I just felt like I would do like a bit of an in-between. I did a daytime one the other day, which you can still find. Yeah. What I'm going to do is just to clean up my concealer. I need to definitely do my nose as well before I forget. I'm going to clean up under my contour line as well, and I'll show you how I do that in a wee second. Just if you're somebody who does like that slightly sharper. Okay, I'll come back and show you that. I'm going to go in with the new Pillow Talk. You guys will have seen I was talking about these a couple of weeks ago. I got them in my Charlotte Tilbury order, and then she brought out some in the Pillow Talk collection, which I'm a huge fan of. I just think it suits so many people. Really great for bridal, and you do only need a tiny bits. And if you again, because you guys wanted a glowy look, these are amazing. So if you just do a wee smile, and you're aiming for, see here, that little apple of the cheek that pops out, that's where you want your blush to go. So these just have that kind of slight bit of colour to them. They've got so much sheen, so they make your skin look, you can see that there, so glowy. As I said, you need like a tiny amount. Now you could easily have this and just do a little bit of setting powder just where you need it and go. You could do the eyes a little bit less. And yeah, do that, as I said, a little bit of powder and you're good to go, and it would look lovely. I'm going to just amp it up a little bit more, just because, you know, I like to be extra. I've got all the time on my hands, but it's well taken it there. They're a little bit expensive for what they are, but I think that they're worth it, so yeah. Right, I'm gonna just clean up that contour, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of my concealer, and just to make it that little bit sharper, I'm just gonna grab my concealer brush again and go just directly underneath it. And I'll just blend it together a little bit more. Cool. But then what we'll do is we will finish the skin. So I'm gonna, because these are cream products, they will tend to slip and slide unless you're somebody like myself who's dry, then you could go like this. But what you would normally do is set them in place so that they don't budge either. So I'm going to go over where I have done my contour with a little bit of bronzer just to warm up the skin. I'm going to go over the blush, and then I'm going to set just with my setting powder. Alright, so let's go ahead then. I'm going to grab my MAC mineralized skin finish again in dark that I used in the eye. Now this is a trick that I quite like to do a lot of the time when I'm doing makeup, not just my own on clients as well. I like to double up on a lot of products, so if you're using like a brow pomade on your brows, you could use it as an eyeliner as well. It's tested in the same area. Because these are powders, again I can use it in my eyes, but I like to tie it in. It tends to be the one that I'm going to use on the skin as well, so that again it's nice and seamless for the makeup, the finished look. So I'm going to grab my Benefit contour brush. These are actually really good. Just go back over where I've done that contour just to bring it out a little bit more. You'll see I'm doing it in kind of circular motions, so it's all buffing together. And jawline, just down the jaw. Please do not forget your jaw when you're doing your bronzer. Your neck, or your jaw, but definitely not the neck, because if you're bronzing up the skin, making it look all lovely and warm, and then you don't do anything on your neck doesn't get any sun. So actually, see when you're getting your makeup matched, when you're getting your foundation matched, it should be matched to your neck and your chest. So that's whether you're going to buy a foundation, or also if you're going to a makeup artist. It's not the first time I like strip people down. Try and go with a top that's got like a scoop neck, or that's like a sports bra that I've got on here, that the artist can actually see, because that's what we're matching to, or should be matching to, as opposed to just your face. It's also helpful if you are somebody who's going to be wearing tan on your night out. Please do your tan before you come. It's always fun when people are like, I'm going to do tan later on. You're like, oh, okay, I don't know what shade you're going to be. And you're trying to guess like what shade to do their foundation. And I like to dust over the nose, because I just think it gives more of a natural finish to your makeup when it's done like that as well. I'm going to go back, I'm going to go over the blush. And I'm actually just going to use the matching one. I'm going to use Pillow Talk, and just go over that. And I'm actually, again, just going to go in with the same brush, because I'm lazy and I just kind of like to blend them together. Kind of just dust it all over so that nice and seamless. Let's get in with our highlight. I tend to use this type of brush for a highlighter. I just feel like it's a little bit more precise if I want it to be, because we're going for a glowy look, I want it to be in kind of specific areas and build it up. Just where that, you can see that light's hitting there, is where we want to be adding that highlight. And I like to kind of focus it on the cheek and take it up. Really flattering if you've got a older client, or well educated. If somebody suffers with kind of lines, sometimes if you put the highlighter all the way up, it can accentuate them even further, which obviously if somebody's got lines there, they tend to not want. So you're much better just kind of keeping it in this area, just so that they still get that highlighted look without over accentuating. Or exaggerating, sorry. I'm just applying that under the brow bone. I'm going to pop a little bit in the bridge of my nose, because you can see that the light is hitting there. And on the edge of my nose, but I don't want to look like a Tin Man, so... And then the lip. Helps to make your lip look fuller. Again, because I've just had it waxed, I'm not worrying about it showing off any extra hair, which is always good. And then I like to just add it into here when I'm doing a nice dewy look. Just to really, again, tie it all together. You can also put it back over so you've done that, just to finish that off. And again, just tie that all together. A little pit there again. Tell me it's not just me that happens to. Okay. Ah, the joys of doing makeup. Cool. If you wanted like extra glowy, I can maybe just do it now, but this might be absolutely more than enough. This is probably enough for me. What you can do though is, if you want like a really quite strong highlight, if you take your highlighter, spray it with the Fix Plus again. As I said, if you don't have Fix Plus in your life, then definitely get it. And again, just go back over that area and it will really just intensify that even more. Poppin'. That was, I don't know if I said, that was Whisper of Guilt by MAC as well. As I'm going to just finish off with setting the other areas that I've not set yet. So I'm grabbing Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have the glow one, don't buy it. It's really intense. It's not like, oh, nice healthy glow. It's not quite. Your setting powder is to set the face once you're done. And because again I am a little bit drier, I don't like to be excessive with it. I like to just use what I need. You can always go back and forth with your other products if you need them. So I can just make sure they are sitting the way that I want them. I'm very fortunate. When I was younger, my mum was always like, do not wax, don't pluck your eyebrows, don't shave your legs, don't do this or that. And I actually was someone who, well, actually listened to my mum, and I didn't do it. So it's quite fortunate that I've got a full brow, but I just feel like it goes 0 to 100 really quickly. So I try and avoid it, try and avoid going too crazy with them. Right, so lip, again, I'm just going to keep it nice and nude. So I'm going to go in with Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury, first of all. So it's the part of makeup that I start talking to my client. I'm like, so, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm actually trying to draw your lip line. Why did I do that? Every time. Every time. Cool, I'm going to go in with this is actually a little Charlotte Tilbury finish. JK Magic is her lipstick. So again, I will scrape off a little bit. This is just like a really nice kind of pinky brown toned nude. So it's, I'm not someone who really likes on myself, I love it on other people, but on myself I don't really suit having really flat nude lip. I just don't suit it. I do need like a kind of base tone generally in the pink region. And they are really lovely and creamy, so you could just have that and go, but I'm going to pop on some gloss. I know loads of people love the matte lip, it just does not agree with me. And this is the Ibiza Nights. And that's like a kind of clear shimmer. It's got a kind of nude base to it and then a shimmer. Cool, and that is us. I would just then spray. And you'd be good to go. It would be a kind of soft glam. It's still glamorous, like it is still wearing a good bit of makeup. This is not like a daytime look, but you can see how it all starts to come together. We've kept the browns, the golds, and the eyes. As I said, I would wear this to like a wedding daytime, or if I just wanted to feel glamorous but not have super dark or like really colourful eyes. I think this is quite a wearable look. Yeah, so I hope you guys have liked this. I hope you've found hope you found some tips and tricks. If you're going to recreate it, then send me a picture or tag me in it. I would love to see it. As I said, we've all got a little bit of time on our hands, so it'd be good to see some of you have a wee practice and yeah, try it out. It doesn't need to be the exact products. If you've got things that are similar, then give it a go and see what you think. But let me know if you like it. Let me know if you would wear it, if it's something that you would do. Maybe whenever we get out of quarantine, this could be your, you know, coming out of quarantine party look. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.